am about to make some Bloves Smackalicious sauce, the mild. You need Coca-Cola, your Smackalicious sauce, ginger, unsalted butter, minced garlic, chicken broth, and of course vinegar. I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you how I do mine. First, I'm going to cut up my large sweet onion. You can cut as many onions as you would like in yours. If you like it more chunky, you can use more. I'm just going to use one today. Normally I use two, but I just want to put one in it today. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that up. Cut my onions in half, and then I go ahead and I slice them this way so they're in slivers. All right, this is the final product. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my unsalted butter into my pot. 4 sticks of unsalted butter. All right, I've got my 4 sticks of unsalted butter, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and I'm going to let these butter sticks melt down, and then I'm going to add my onions that are cut up into there until they're translucent. It's melting, so as it's melting, we will start to throw in the onions. Once they're all in, I will let this cook down until they're translucent. In the meantime, I will be cutting up my ginger. I usually don't put a lot of ginger into mine, but today I'm going to put a little more ginger and a little less onion. So I wanted to try it a different way. I normally put more onion and less ginger, and I'm going to reverse it today. So once these go ahead and cook down until they are translucent and this butter melts, then I will show you what's next. Okay, so I'm using a whole jar of the sushi ginger, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it up. Right, so now that they're translucent and I have chopped up my ginger, I'm going to go ahead and add my ginger to the pot. All right, and now we'll just stir that up and mix it in. Let that cook up for a little while. And then when this is done cooking up for a little while, I'll go ahead and I'll add my minced garlic inside the pot after that. Right, so it's cooking up, and I'm gonna add my garlic. You can add as much or as little garlic as you would like. I'm just gonna add a couple spoonfuls. Like I said, you don't have to use as much ginger as I did. I just wanted to try mine a little chunkier this time than what I normally have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this garlic in with the ginger and onions. And then steamy, so you couldn't see it that well, but there we go. Once this cooks up a bit, I'll go ahead and I'll add my Coca-Cola, my chicken broth, and my vinegar, and my Bloves Smackalicious seasoning mix as well. But I like to add one thing at a time and cook it up a little bit at a time. Slow cook, the better. Right. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken broth here. You can use as much as you'd like. I like to use the entire box. There we go. And then I'll let that cook up for a little bit. And then next I'm going to add my tablespoon of vinegar and mix that up. Let that cook up for a while. And then next I'm going to add my Coca-Cola. You can put as much or as little as you want, depending on how sweet you want it to be. It calls for 4 ounces of Coke. I just eyeball it, and when it covers the entire pot like that, that's how much I use. And as you can see off of the bottle that I have, I only used about maybe 5 ounces. So it kind of works out. And I'm going to go ahead and stir that up. But that's how I eyeball it. When the foam covers all of the butter and the sauce mix, that's how I know I've got enough. And I'm going to let that go ahead and cook up. And then once that cooks up for a while, the last thing that I'll be putting in is going to be my Bloves Smackalicious sauce mix. And so I will show you that as soon as it's ready. All right, so I went ahead and I added my Bloves Smackalicious sauce mix now. I'm gonna go ahead and just mix that up really well. I may have to clean this lens off. Gets a little blurry from the steam. There we go. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and let the rest of this keep cooking up. And then I'll show it to you when it's done. All right, guys, so here it is. And this is the finished product. It keeps getting all smoky, but this is done. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. I'm going to stick it into a container, let it cool down. I'm going to freeze it, and then I'm going to use it tomorrow. So it's always better after it's frozen and then used. So if you don't know that, when you make your sauce, make it the day before you're going to use it. That way you could freeze it and then defrost it, and you will see that it tastes much better. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Share this video out. It's been quite a while since I did a Bloves Smackalicious sauce video, so I thought I would do one since I was making a new batch. And yeah, bye guys. See you in our next video.